It's week 12 of the 2035 season, and up next is this team's leader at quarterback. He's gonna have to air it out plenty this week. We can hardly wait for the start of this one, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Fits it through the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
It's complete to Ford. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47, dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one.
And he gets in. Touchdown! These guys finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. From the 34. He puts some air under a deep throw to the cut at the 20-yard line. He does it. Touchdown. These guys finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And these guys start off well to tie things 7-7. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they'll have 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Pass play now. He's got time here. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The home teams and their running back about to get back to work. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. Dump off caught by his back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team on the field. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That'll be complete to Ford. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2nd and 3 now. From the 29. Finds the in route complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll give him a 1st down. They'll send him over right. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to the air here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So out now comes the punter. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
He fires one deep down the... He's got it! Looks like the feeder inbounds too! Oh, I don't believe it! It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got a 1st to begin the frame. Here's a give up the middle. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass, too, and that D-tackle just got it done.
And some professional English on that ball as it bounces out just short of the end zone at the 2-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. They'll run here on first down. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard on the run. That's going to set up 4th and 7.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Punting unit out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll have a short field in front of them as they take over. Lone back gets the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Looking for a top. Oh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense ready to get going again now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now looking to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. Now outruns their offense to take over. They come in riding an 8-game winning streak, one of the longest in the league all season, partner. And they're in control of what could be win number 9. Dumped off to his running back. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll run the counter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's the 2-minute warning here in the first half. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From midfield now. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Setting up the running back screen. And they bring him down around the 34. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be a first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Bails out of the pocket quick. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
3rd and just 2 to go. He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Setting up the screen. And this one does not go far. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He puts everything behind this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Throwing now on first down. Called in left side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 41. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So we've reached halftime. Only a 6-point difference between these clubs. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one.
Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. They'll throw to begin this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They motion the tight end over. Second and 10 now. And he's tackled for a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And that is a touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Offense not going anywhere. They want 2. They send the tight end in motion. He's throwing for it. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Whenever you're throwing for 2, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone, because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes their offense out again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give him a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The give now out of the shotgun. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Brought in by Ford. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll try and punch it in. Has them the touchdown. These guys start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one, and that gives them the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they can't add 3 onto that 5-point lead.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he drives it up past the 45. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 47. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. They have the ball and could use an early score. They trail to start the 4th. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. Throwing the out route complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll go down here at the 16. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's a give on the jet sweep. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. And he knocked him back across the line.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Trying to find his tight end. And 4th and 4 coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. He gets another shot here. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal. Looking for a throw here. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Oh, they'll try and run it in. And he's in for the touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2. Keeping it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yet no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming at him.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The home team's ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Hand off to the back. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Brought in right side. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Back to the well again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking to throw. He's got a man left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Play action on first down. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
He'll throw again on second down. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. We're looking to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll find a little room to get this up to the 10. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys clinging to a 1-point lead. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. On now comes their punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it'll be their football. Another drive coming up for this offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll come up 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up to pass. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware. But he's a viable option as well.
A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. He's on the move. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Back to throw. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here. So the newly found lead stays where it is, and now I'd expect to see them just boot this away and prevent any type of return.
Yeah, this is where you love a kicker with a big old leg. Don't even let them return it. The squib kick can be dangerous. I think that was the play, Kate, like 20 years ago. But with the QBs today and how quickly they move the ball, just send this one through the end zone.
The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here he is to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. To throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It was a great effort from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.